Hey guys, today we are going to do a full face of Maybelline makeup. I did apply a lip balm that was not Maybelline first, but let's get started. Oh boy, I can't wait to do this. I purchased some things that I haven't had in a long time by Maybelline, so I'm revisiting with that. And then I have some other products that are newer that we're gonna do, so let's just do it. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is a primer, and this is such an excellent primer, you guys. It's called Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. It's been around forever. It's very inexpensive, and with the price of makeup going up so much, who doesn't want to save a few dollars? So if you are trying to minimize pores, I like to use my fingers for this. It's got a very gel-like consistency. Now, by doing this, I am stimulating the blood flow in my skin. So it is going to make my skin turn red, but that's going to go away after a few minutes. Plus, I just got out of the shower, so there's that too. All right. Now, the jury is kind of out on whether, do you do concealer or foundation first? I feel like it works a little better if I do concealer first. Now I have a brand new container here of Maybelline Dark Circle Eraser Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser, and this is number 110, which is so perfect for me. And I'm trying to see the beginning of the safety seal here. You know what? I'm gonna have to shut the camera off and figure out how to get this safety seal off. Okay, so after twisting this thing a million times, I finally got the product to start coming through. Okay, so I'm not using a corrector today because this is such a good concealer that you almost don't even need one. I am going to use my concealer brush that I have to blend this in. But yeah, this just melts right into the skin. And look at the difference. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, this is incredible. I do like a good corrector, but if you're in a hurry, I think just a little bit more. And I'm also going to put some in the eye area because you know me, I don't use eyeshadow primer unless I absolutely have to. Depending on what I'm using for eye products. But we're just going to be using powder eyeshadows today, so I don't need it if I use concealer, or sometimes I like to put a little bit of my foundation even, but I think this concealer will be all I need. All right, so this is a little pricey, but it's really one of the best concealers on the market. Now, for foundation, I was kind of torn because I have two Maybelline foundations. I have the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, which I love, But I've been using this a lot lately, the Superstay 24-hour skin tint. My shade is 112, and this is not your typical skin tint. If you don't like skin tints, I'm going to give it a shake. If you don't like skin tints because you feel like you don't get the coverage you want, try this one because this gives you incredible coverage with not that much product. So it has one of these dropper things, so that's all I'm using, right? Watch the coverage I'm going to get here. And then I'm going over that concealer just to make the color all the same, you know. So that's all I'm using. And this color number 112 is so perfect for me. That's one of the reasons why I like Maybelline is the choice of shades to pick from. They have something to suit everybody because that same cannot be said for some foundations, some brands that make foundations. You know, you just can't find a good color match. And I hate the ones that where you have to buy two to make your own color match. That's crazy. Who's got money for that, you know? But look at that coverage. Good product. Okay. So next, we're going to use one of my favorite powders of all time. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and my shade is 05 Fair. It's funny because they also have a pressed powder version of this, but they don't make it in this shade. They have every other shade in the pressed powder range, but except for this one. So I don't know why they didn't make this in the pressed version, but it would be nice to have that option because sometimes I like a pressed powder because it's not as messy. Because whenever I do my loose powders, I always end up getting some on the table. All right, everything is set with powder, and now we're going to move on to contour and bronzer. And Maybelline makes a very nice contour and bronzer. Oh, my hand's really bugging me today. City bronzer. This is excellent. My shade is 100. Repurchased this yesterday. So let's start with my contour. See, it's a nice shade for me, and I believe this does come in other shades. But this is such an easy product to work with. It blends like a dream. This particular shade is not too much for me. Under the chin. I've got a massive neck, and since I've lost weight, it's not as massive, but Definitely like to do some under the chin. All right. Good. All right, now for blush and highlighter, you guys, I have not had this in so long. This is a repurchase. I just got this yesterday. The Master Blush by Face Studio Color and Highlight Kit. And this is number 10. I don't know if this comes in different shades. I don't think it does because this has everything that you would need. You get a peach, a pink, a plum, and a highlight. So, I really want to use that plum. That is gorgeous. And I don't use plum blushes that often. And I think it would go good with the eyeshadow look that I'm going to do. So let's take my blush brush that I always use. That's a really pretty shade. Well, I'm glad I decided to go with that. Yeah, I should use plum blush more often because it's such a pretty color. Ooh, too much on that one. See, this is just right to me. So what I do, if I apply too much blush, is just take a little bit of my setting powder. Which side is it now? This one. And see that, fix that right up. Okay. Now we're going to try the highlighter. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had this palette, but it's nice. It's very nice. And by the way, all the things that I bought yesterday, I got at, where else? Walmart. Always going to Walmart to pick up things. My husband wanted me to pick up eggs, so that's pretty. It's like I'm going to say like a pink champagne color. Nice. Okay, so one of the products that I do not have by Maybelline is a brow product. I have a hard time finding a shade match for me in the Maybelline brow products. I haven't tried a lot of their new ones though, but I was trying to limit how much I was spending here because I did pick up quite a few things. So I'm going to do my brows off camera and come right back because I don't have a Maybelline brow product to show you. Okay, brows are done, and now we are going to use an eyeshadow palette that I have not used in so long. I repurchased this, and yeah, it's been, oh my gosh, I would say 10, 15 years, something like that, since I own this. What is it? Maybelline the Nudes palette, the original one. So this should be very interesting because, yeah, I haven't used this in forever. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a small blending brush and I'm going to go into this shade right here. Now I don't remember like the intensity of the pigment or anything with this. Oh wow, I don't remember it being this pigmented. I wonder if they reformulated this at some point. Holy cow. Yeah, I'm so surprised. Not what I was expecting. I thought this was going to be a really soft, easy palette, but this is going to require a bit more blending than what I thought. Wow. Okay. All right. Um, let's switch now to a small shader brush. And what do we want to do on our lids? Um, you know what? I kind of like the looks of this. That's really pretty. Yeah, let's try that one. Yeah, it's been so long since I've used this. Oh, that's a gorgeous color. I mean, if you like neutrals, you know. Oh, that's pretty. And it applies darker on than in what it looks like in the pan. Wow, what a surprise. All right, now let's switch to a clean, small blending brush. And I'm going to use the lightest shade in the pan. And it's not a white, really. It's like a cream, I would say. And let's put that in the brow bone and the inner corner. Okay, now I'm going to get my detail brush here and under the eyes, which color do we want to do under the eyes? Well, based on what I've done so far, I'm going to go with this dark brown. Okay. Now it looks, I see like a little tiny gap there, so let's pick up a little more of that crease shade and go right in the gap. Okay, and just gonna fine tune this a little bit. All right, that's good. Now I'm going to shut off the camera, do the other eye, and come right back and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so yeah, they must have reformulated this at some point because I don't ever remember them being that pigmented. So if you had this palette years ago and you thought it was lacking in pigmentation, it's not anymore, that's for sure. Had to do a lot of blending there. Okay, so next step is curling my lashes. This is so fun. I love doing these one brand tutorials, but it's expensive to fill in all those gaps of what you need. Like I didn't have any Maybelline blushes. I didn't have the bronzer anymore. I didn't have any of the large palettes. I had to repurchase the Maybelline Sky High mascara because mine had expired. This is a really nice mascara, you guys. Very, very nice. And there's nothing like a brand new mascara. I like them when they're new and they're very wet and you don't have to struggle to apply the product because, you know, mascaras, they do get drier over time. But yeah, this is a really nice mascara. A little pricey. but worth it. Maybelline is owned by L'Oreal, and what I like about Maybelline is they don't scent their products like L'Oreal does. I don't like I don't like a lot of scent in my products. It depends though. If you can give me a nice pleasant scent for the lip product, I don't mind that. But it depends what it is. I don't like floral scents usually. All right, mascara is on. So, wow, we're already at the lips. That was fast. Now, I had to purchase a lip liner to go with the lip product that I'm going to use, and this is not a perfect match. They didn't have hardly anything on the shelf for lip liners. The lip liners that I already had by Maybelline definitely weren't going to match. So this was the closest I could get from what they had. I think they had like 3 colors to choose from. So yeah, my Walmart does not stock the makeup section very well at all. It's mostly empty. It's unbelievable. I don't know why, you'd think they would keep that up so they could sell more product. So anyway, this is the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner, and I got the shade Magnetic Mauve, which is 125. The Maybelline lip liners are excellent, you guys. And honestly, I don't really even need a lip liner with the product that I'm going to use because I'm using a liquid lipstick, and with liquid lipsticks, you don't really need a liner. So I could have skipped on that. This is Maybelline Vinyl Ink Liquid Lipstick. These are excellent liquid lipsticks. This is the shade 35 Cheeky, and this is like a nude rose. Now these do have a scent, but I kind of like the scent. Yeah, this is like a nice, like a muted neutral rose. See? Not too warm, not too cool, just right. Will go with so many eyeshadow looks, especially something neutral like what I did today. And I also do not have a Maybelline setting spray. Do they even make one? Yeah, I guess they do, but I didn't want to buy, every single thing. And honestly, the Milani is my favorite. So even if I bought the Maybelline, I probably wouldn't end up using it that often because every time I try a new setting spray, I just go right back to the Milani one. So that, my friends, is my Maybelline, all Maybelline except for setting spray, brow product, and lip balm. It's all Maybelline. Good stuff. I like it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel when you do. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.